Hello, would you like to travel with me to see what happened 10,000 years ago and 83 years ago in and around Darwin, Australia? Welcome.
Ladies and gentlemen,
It took me 25 hours to fly to Darwin. Darwin, a city of 130,000, has a central business district. But if you walk about 15 minutes in the direction of the sea, you come to a bridge for pedestrians. Darwin Waterfront has restaurants, bars, hotels and residences and is near the wharf. And this is the Parliament House. But I suspect most tourists come here because of Kakadu National Park, specifically because of the two rock art sites. I visited one of them, the Ubir rock art site. Walking to the rock art is easy, but we were warned not to forget our water bottles.
Yeah. That's like a spiritual connection with the animals that you go hunting. Yeah. When I say recent up here, it could be still several thousand years old. There was a young Aboriginal lad here, might have been a couple of years ago now, and he was talking about this site, and he was sharing one of the stories that the old people had passed down to him, and it was about the origins of the painting and how the Aboriginal people learned how to paint. So the old people had always told him that there's this spirit called the Mimi, and the Mimi is a very powerful spirit, and it can move through cracks in the rocks. And they talk about before any paint was here, before any art was here, the Mimi's coming out and meeting the old peoples. And they said to the old people, this is the rocks that you use and you grind them up and make paint. This is the tools that you use to create the paint as well. So they taught them the knowledge of painting. But they talk about the Mimis because they're so powerful, they were able to actually pull down the ceiling. So they pulled down the ceiling here and they drew a picture. And then when they were finished, they pushed it back up.
Kakadu National Park is vast, almost 20,000 square kilometers, and the name has nothing to do with a parrot. It has rock art, crocodiles, a huge biodiversity, and multiple lookout points.
That's it. Smile. That's it.
Yeah. We were informed that Aboriginal people have lived here for tens of thousands of years and continue to do so today.
If you look carefully, there are 3 leaves, and all on one tree. This one you can see yellow and red.
A little chunk out of his back.
So this is Adam, who took me to Kakadu National Park today for a day tour. Thank you, Adam.
No worries.
And can you give some tips for my viewers?
Yeah, so my tips for Kakadu would be to come in the dry season between May and September. It's a really good time of the year. And if you're a nature lover, spend some time here. If you like Aboriginal culture and you want to learn some more nature or get some swimming done, spend a week and you'll have a great time.
So not like I did, not a long day tour, but multiple days.
Yeah, multiple days is definitely my pick if you're into nature and culture.
Well, thank you very much, Adam.
Thank you.
I went to the wharf and took a sunset cruise. I was sharing a table with someone from the Bureau of Meteorology. He could tell me that what we saw next was 42 kilometers away. Amazing. Litchtfield National Park is a favorite of locals.
So how are you enjoying the tour so far? With your beer in hand.
Tess, you run indigenous tours in Darwin, right?
Yes. This is our wet season, so some places could be closed, and depending on how much water we get here as well, they may close some of the waterfalls off. Also because of crocodiles as well.
And you told me before a very, very interesting story about your sister. Could you repeat that?
Yes, I surely can. So back at Walker Creek, my sister was actually attacked by the crocodile, and all she was doing is getting a drink of bottle of water, and when she was bending down, the crocodile came out from underneath the bridge.
Oh my God.
Yeah, grabbed her by the leg and threw her into the water, and she was singing out to her husband Norm, and he jumped out on the back of the crocodile's back, wrestled with the crocodile and poked it in the eye and opened the jaws. And she was very lucky because he was there, of course, and it was like nearly 3 meters long.
So she survived.
She survived.
Yep, that's very unusual, right? Because before coming here, I read in Wikipedia that shark attacks, people might be traumatized, 85% survive, but crocodile attacks, only 1 or 2% survive.
So it's still safe to go swimming in a designated area because the park rangers do check.
Okay, and your tours include a lot of cultural elements as well.
Elements, bird elements, full drive, and women tours.
So thank you very much for this little interview.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you.
And there you have it. Almost all survivors tell they poke the crocodile in the eye. Easy to do.
Yes, see down there? Path right down there.
That's a termite mound.
Yes.
Wow. That's like 3 meters?
Probably, I'll say 4.
4 meters.
1.5, I reckon.
And how big are the termites? 1 millimeter. How many termite mounds around Darwin? Does anybody?
Oh, yeah, I'm not too sure with that one. But there are definitely thousands of them.
Thousands.
Whether it's the cathedrals, magnetics, pipe mounds, or even hive mounds.
Are there different types of termite mounds?
Correct, different species. These are the buttresses where the cool air goes in between the buttresses, which allows the warm air to flow out of the middle. Yeah, you don't eat the termite, you eat the mound. This part here. It's not like as though it's a lunch. It's more for minerals. Yeah.
It's almost, yeah.
Okay, aren't there crocodiles in the Elizabeth River?
There's a few sharks, but I don't know about the crocodiles. We caught a barra, but we had to let it go, a little small one.
Okay, no, I mean, aren't you afraid of big crocodiles?
Oh, nah, it's the Northern Territory.
There are multiple Aboriginal art galleries in and around Darwin. Only one of them allowed me to film inside. The prices range from a couple of Australian dollars to hundreds of thousands of dollars. The art was impressive. Litchtfield National Park is famous for its natural beauty.
Okay, thank you for your help.
Hello Lee, you are taking me today to
Edith Falls.
Edith Falls, yeah, thank you. But I would like to ask you about something which I witnessed 2 days ago, where Elizabeth River meets the mangroves just before the city of Darwin.
Yes.
I noticed local people fishing there and swimming there. What do you say to that?
Every country has stupid people. So there are definitely crocodiles there. If you're in the water, the crocodiles can get you.
And last question, what is the best month to come to these
Depends.
falls?
Tourist brochures will tell you June, July, August. The winter in Darwin is the least hot time. Maybe 31 degrees, perfect blue sky.
Okay.
They will say that's the best time, that's the busy time. Me personally,
Yeah.
I like now. I like it super hot. There's so many less people. The water is really warm.
So you like October. Well, thank you very much. Thank you very much for this little interview.
Which is on the Timor Sea, southwest of Darwin. And that's because of the wet season when the river rises above these trees.
There are 13 sandstone gorges along the Katherine River. I visited 2 of them. I had to walk and change boats.
Unbelievable. Behind me is a rock painting which has just been dated a few years ago by scientists to be 10,000 years old. But unfortunately, the meaning has been lost.
It was a beautiful boat ride.
Why are you visiting us in the Northern Territory?
Back in Darwin, I went to the wharf again. On the wharf, there is the museum of the Royal Flying Doctor Service. It also includes the bombing of Darwin. In 1942, Australia was at war with Japan. But the Australians didn't expect an attack because the intelligence services had misjudged the situation. At least 250 people died. You can see photographs, models, planes. Experience the attack in virtual reality or view it on a large screen. As a result of the attack, tunnels were dug to store oil. But by the time the tunnels were completed, the risk had disappeared, so the tunnels were never used to store oil. The hotel advised me to visit the Darwin Museum, but its real name is quite different. It is organized into 5 sections: natural history, animals and fossils, contemporary Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander art, a difficult period in local history, original boats from over the centuries, and Cyclone Tracy, which nearly wiped out Darwin in 1974. Tens of thousands became homeless. The museum also has Sweetheart. Sweetheart didn't like to eat people, but he liked to bite boats. He was captured and should have been relocated, but the rangers made a mistake. Sweetheart died and is now part of the museum. One of the biggest pearl companies has its headquarters in Darwin. And your pearls are all, cultivated in natural oysters.
Yes.
Directly on the sea, movie lovers operate an open-air cinema. Lovely. This is Mitchell Street, in the center of Darwin, where there is the Crocosaurus Cove. Huge crocodiles, right in the middle of the city. All this is included, but for those who pay extra, the cage of death. If you want, you can have your photo taken with a baby crocodile. You have good knowledge about crocodiles.
I've been working with them for a while. My daughter's one of the head keepers here as well, so.
All right. In Darwin, you notice murals. I learned several sources finance artists every year to come to Darwin and to create street art. Thank you for watching. Enjoy the street art.